Morning and welcome. Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason on this Monday. I hope it finds you well as March Madness. Well, it is madness, isn't it? Wow. Almost a unmitigated disaster, but we're saved. Yes, at the last minute. It's not Tuesday, but tacos for everybody as the president. If you didn't know, maybe you didn't know because you're watching March Madness. How's your bracket looking? Mine's looking really good. Unless, it's madness. So unless some crazy madness wins, I'm going to win. With my buddies, they're all upset already, but, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometime. But over the weekend, the president said he was going to give the Iranians 48 hours to open that strait, or he was going to start bombing. Well, I guess as Jason would like to say, or this was going to become a real war, right? Essentially that's what he said. Hey, you got 48 hours, or this is going to become a real war, and I'm going to hit all the power. I'm going to hit the water. And you're going to be in total darkness. And, of course, as usual, the Iranian response was, yeah, bring it on. And then this morning, the president said, hey, I'm going to lift that because me and the Iranians are talking. Yep. And I'm going to give them 5 more days to come to their senses and figure something out. I will say that, I don't know. The Iranians say they aren't talking, that Trump's just making this up. I think they are. I want to believe that they are. But what I am seeing right now, I'm not very hopeful that Iran will agree. But for right now, crisis averted. And I mean crisis. So today I was driving into work. The Circle K right next to my office, $4.99, and I will tell you if this was going to happen, right? Whatever was going to happen, because I want to say sometime tonight was going to be the 48-hour deadline. I don't think we would have had to worry about $5 gas. Let's just put it that way. We may have just skipped 5 and maybe have gone, who knows, we may have skipped 5, 6, gone right to 7. Unleaded gas futures before the announcement was close to $3.50, which was up another 20 cents from where it was on Friday. But for now, we're right where we were before Trump made that announcement Saturday night, which is the strait is closed. I guess we're going to continue to bomb whatever it is we're bombing, but we won't. 5 days to decide what's going to happen next. So I'm going to give you our phone number, 800-951-0592. And let me tell you why. If you believe that this will not come to fruition, that 5 days from now or any day from now, that we will not take out Iran's infrastructure. Because Iran has made it very clear, if you take out our infrastructure, we're taking out everybody's infrastructure all over the place, right? Wherever our bombs can go, they're going to get taken out. We'll hit the water, we'll hit the power, we'll hit the oil, we'll hit the natural gas, right? You want Armageddon, we're going to give you Armageddon. And the funny thing is, and Jason, I know you saw this, some people were talking about $300 and $400 oil if this happens. I mean, that's right. I mean, I'm not wrong on that, right?
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing even from people talking to the Wall Street Journal for whatever that value is.
Right. Yeah, this wasn't some obscure website, a guy looking for hits. The Wall Street Journal's like, forget about 150, 200, $300, $400, $500 oil.
It's obvious to me that whatever the plan is happening. This isn't out of control. There isn't no X factor, and they didn't count on this, and there's no surprise here. This has been the most.
Right.
No surprise. This is like watching. I like playing chess. It's been a while since I really played a lot of chess, but it's like watching two guys play chess if you're not really interested. They're each taking moves, and it's like, well, they know what they're doing. They obviously know what they're doing, and there's no surprises, right?
Well, I think you're being kind with calling it chess. This may be glorified checkers the way.
Well, they're taking pieces off the board, aren't they? They're taking pieces off the board.
You're right. Yeah, you call it what you want. Now, why did I give you my number? And why am I'm going to give you two options when we return. Sell your gold and silver. Buy your gold and silver. We'll be back. 800-951-0592. Okay, so let me lay this out for everybody. If you know that you are going to want to sell, let's just say sometime in the next 30 days. If you believe that in 5 days from now, the United States is going to start bombing out of Iran's power grid and water supply, you will want to sell today. And again, this is for people that are looking to sell soon. Let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Societe Generale, they came out and said, yeah, we've reduced our exposure to gold as the market becomes more volatile. But by the way, we still say $6,000 gold before the end of the year, right? That's kind of what everybody's saying. Same thing with silver. But again, I want you to understand something. If we bomb the infrastructure, and I have no doubts that the Iranians will take energy and infrastructure offline in probably all of the Persian Gulf, right? Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, Kuwait, Iraq, right? You name it. There'll be nothing happening. Gold and silver will sell off when that happens. I promise you. It will. Right? Gold will probably, 4,000. Right? Silver maybe $55. Right now, gold's $4,460. Earlier this morning, before we got a Taco Monday, gold was down almost 10%. It was down almost $400. Silver, which is at $70 and change right now. Silver is actually up $2.50. Okay. While you were sleeping, silver had gone down to 60. If you think in 5 days, now chances are they'll do it. If they do it, it'll be the weekend. So you probably won't be able to cash in till Monday. If you're buying and you don't think we're going to bomb their infrastructure, you'll want to buy today. You'll want to buy today. $20 gold pieces, $46.95. U.S. silver eagles, just like they were Friday, $18.95. Or not $18.95, I'm sorry, $15.95. Sorry, $18.95. $15.95. Again, if you think in 5 days we will bomb the living daylights out of Iran and you want to sell soon, do it today. If you think we're going to bomb the living daylights out of Iran and you're looking to buy, wait till Monday. Not today. Let's wait till Monday. Because you're going to buy it for a lot less on Monday if we're bombing Iran over the weekend. So again, let's review. If you sellers, if you think we're going to bomb the daylights out of Iran this weekend, you want to sell today. Because obviously Trump, you never can trust Trump, right? They say they're negotiating this and that, and then next day they start bombing, right? So you can't trust that he's going to wait the 5 days, right? The Iranians, because I do believe they're talking, they could be like, yeah, we're not doing that. Whatever they want it, we're not doing it. Okay, that's it. Bomb the hell out. If you don't think it's going to happen, wait. So sellers, you got two choices. Sell today if you think it's going to happen. Don't sell if you don't think it's going to happen. Buyers, if you don't think it's going to happen, you buy today. If you think it's going to happen, wait till next Monday, right? Jason, that's because none of us know, right? We don't know. I don't know. Are they going to do it, not do it? I kind of think somebody told the president after he tweeted that stuff out, whoa, hey, calm down there, big fella. And maybe, are we stalling here? Do we need more time? Remember, we sent more troops, but they just left, right? They needed time to get to the Middle East. I don't know, Jason, but if this happens, forget about it. Forget about $5 gas. Forget about, we may see $10 gas. That's how big this could turn into. I'm hoping for Taco. Listen, my vote, this has been my vote all along. Call it good and let's go home.
Well, the Democrats can't get control of the House and the Senate if the war ends too soon. So my guess is this is a long-term situation, Joe. I don't see anything but at least several months. And so I think what you're saying is logical. Going to get ready for some sort of land entanglement to which they can try to open up the Strait of Hormuz. This is the storyline, right, Joe? So, who knows, Joe? It's hard to tell how organic this war is or not. So, land invasion and occupation, yeah, the world's going to get pretty spooked pretty quickly, Joe.
Yeah. So the president posted. This was the post, right? Very good and productive conversations regarding a complete and total resolution of hostilities in the Middle East. However, I'm now getting some more details. And again, I don't know, are these the right details, the wrong details? They postponed it for 5 days. Iran is denying that they've been talking. Trump refutes that denial, says they're speaking with a top person in Iran. Doesn't say who. I'm not even sure who's in charge, right? If you believe our media, we don't even know who's in charge. But anyway, we will just keep bombing if the talks fail. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This is kind of what makes me a little nervous. Trump says the Strait of Hormuz will be jointly controlled. I don't know that the Iranians will go for that. Right? I'm just saying, right?
Oh no!
Hold on, I'm not done. Israel is not seeing an imminent end to the war. Plans to continue operations, however, they will avoid energy assets. So, at least for now, the Trump administration told the Israelis, stop bombing any energy stuff, right? Because that kind of caused chaos. And then, this is another part that makes me a little skeptical. Israel will be pleased with the whatever it is that the Trump administration is saying that Iran needs to agree to. I don't know why that would even need to be a requirement, right? But that is in there. Iran published a broad list of targets, and just like I told you, the entire region will be dark. All of it. No doubt in my mind. This will be the IEA saying no country will be immune. This will be so much worse than the 70s if it keeps going in this direction. However, we'll see what happens. Right now, the Dow's up 1,000 points, right? Hoping that, hey, the Dow's doing what I'm doing, which is, dude, there's no way. Can we really do it? Will we really do it? Jason, I just can't see how.
If it's a fake war, you can do anything you want because you're making it up.
Yeah, but if they bomb Iran's infrastructure, Iran's going to bomb everyone else. I just can't see it.
Yeah. If you start carpet bombing Iran, then yeah, it's a real war because the Iran is going to fight for their freedom. I'm just wondering if Iran is sold out like Venezuela did. If Iran is sold out,
all right,
there'll be some sort of storyline to wrap this up, and we'll have our higher oil. Joe, you're talking about stalling. Is stalling to just get the world oil supply as low as you possibly can so it doesn't ever go back to $50 for a while? Is that it? And then suddenly we had great talks. We're going to end sanctions. We're all happy. $90 a barrel oil. See ya. Right? That's what it is.
Iran, this is from Trump. Iran needs better public relations people.
What? What?
Trump, Iran needs better public relations people. Iran would like to make a deal. We would like to make a deal, right? We've heard that one before. We'll get together with Iran. Hold on, this one makes me kind of laugh. We'll get together with Iran probably by phone, right? I'm like, well, wait, have you not talked to them by phone before? I mean,
it's like Donald.
I think it's at least a phone call.
It's like Donald Trump steps off of a airship or a spaceship or something onto a new planet, and the inhabitants of the new planet don't act the way Donald Trump wants, and then he tells them they need better foreign relations. They need to act better. They need to learn how to be more social. I mean, think about that. He's talking to an entirely different culture.
All right.
Oh,
now,
no.
Here's what's great. Speaking with a top person in Iran, he did clarify.
Guido.
The person that they are speaking with is not the supreme leader.
It's Guido, just like Venezuela. Remember Venezuela when we were talking to their new leader back in his first term? We got an Arab Guido now.
Right? We have not heard from Iran's supreme leader. Now, remember, Iran keeps saying they're not talking to the U.S. I think somebody is, right? We want no enrichment. Wait, we want no enrichment. We also want okay. Sorry, I had to figure this one out. So the president is saying, here's some of the things Iran needs to agree to. Number one, no more enrichment of uranium. Number two, we want all the uranium they've already enriched. Now, that one's going to be a tough one because I thought that when we bombed that place that it's buried way under that. I mean, right? You'd have to...
Boy.
Like, listen, you may have to get Tony Beats or Parker Schnabel or somebody that can move a lot of dirt to get to it, I thought. I don't know, right? Obviously, I don't know. Okay, when we get back, I'll give you some other things that the president is tweeting out there as to what it is the Iranians have to do to stop complete suicide.
Sir. Yes, ma'am.
800-951-0592. I guess a wait and see as to what is going to happen as over the weekend, unless you were really caught up in March Madness. The president said that they were going to start bombing Iran's infrastructure within 48 hours. That was Saturday night, so that would have been tonight. We've got a reprieve on that. The president saying that there was talks with somebody in Iran, but not the supreme leader, and that they're going to give it 5 more days. Now, he's starting to tweet out some of the things that apparently are going to be required. One of them, obviously, give us all your enriched uranium and no more uranium enrichment. We want to see no nuclear bomb or weapon for Iran. I think those two kind of go together. Hormuz will be open very soon if it works. Okay? Which kind of makes sense, right? The Strait of Hormuz will be jointly controlled. So that's, I think I could see Iran agreeing to the nuclear thing. I do. I don't know about this joint control of the strait. On oil prices, the president said prices will drop like a rock when the deal is done. Yeah, I think that goes without saying, right? Oil right now, as an example, oil's down $11. Here's the funny part, it's down $11, but nothing has changed. Because when the markets closed on Friday, we didn't even know about this 48-hour thing. But again, on the optimistic side, hey, let's hope this works. And listen, all of us, if you're a religious person, pray for this. Trust me when I tell you we want a deal. We want a deal. On funding, the president wants the $200 billion. Then he talked about Israel does not see an imminent end to the war. So I take that as Israel understands what it is the president is asking for and is like, yeah, the war's not going to end. But I could be wrong. We just spoke with Israel a little while ago. Israel will be very happy with what we have on Iran. So I guess talking about the deal. President Trump was asked about the Iranian media denying the talks, saying that the most recent set of negotiations took place last night. Okay? So they're saying that they had this meeting last night, but then reiterated if talks fail that they are going to keep bombing Iran. So that's kind of what we have here right now. If anything changes, we'll update it. The Dow's up 900 points. The S&P's up 100. The Nasdaq's up 400. The 10-year note, which was above 4.4 last night, right now at 4.35. So still pretty high. 4.35. Oil, like I said, down 11. Brent down 13. Unleaded gas down 36 cents. So, hey, well, I would say I better see prices go down at the pump. I doubt they will, but that's where it sits right now. Gold right now down 40. Silver's up $1.25. Again, the specials today, if you think we're not actually going to do it, that we're not going to bomb Iran's infrastructure, and by infrastructure, what we're talking about is their power as well as the water, the desalination plants, which means, at least so far, Iran's like, hey, we won't hit yours until you hit ours. And Iran let it be known, hey, you go through with this, the whole Middle East is going to be without power. Right, that's the threat. If you think we won't do it, today is the day to buy. Today is the day to buy. If you think we're going to do it, wait till next month, because oh boy, same thing with stocks, right? I mean, that's the hard part, right, Jason? I mean. We're probably talking down 30,000 or less if we do it. I mean, I don't know how any of this will work. Already, by the way, global chip production. Remember, apparently in chips you need helium.
Yep.
And of course, a lot of helium coming out of the Middle East. A third of the helium comes out of there, and they're now saying that. Helium prices have skyrocketed, and shortages, which haven't yet to hit, but they're about 2 weeks away from having a major complication in the supply chain of chips. And, of course, listen, that's all, you need the chips, right? AI, you need chips. Data warehouse, you need chips. So, everything modern, you need a computer chip. So it's going to be interesting, Jason, but that's where we sit today. We will get some data out this week. I don't know that any of it's going to matter with this out there, but we'll get PMI, we'll get productivity, we'll get consumer sentiment, but no big ones, right? We won't get any inflation-type stuff until, what is it? When does that PMI come out? I'll have to look. But that's just the producers manager index, so we won't get really any big, like, inflation data or anything else of that nature this week. So it's going to be probably all eyes as to whether or not there's going to be a deal before this weekend.
Got to wait and see, right? It's all wait and see. We don't make these decisions. We don't give the orders.
This is the road to WrestleMania, right? This weekend. What's going to happen? We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592. Patriot Radio News Hour on this Monday. And again, this is a buy or sell Monday. If you think that we're going to do it, then you want to definitely sell today. We've already had one person. One person's going with, we're going to do it, and they've sold. If you think we're not going to do it, then you want to buy today. Now, some people are saying that the gold bears and silver bears are now, quote-unquote, exhausted. And maybe, right, we may have seen the lows, even if we bomb them, is $60 the low on silver, maybe. 4,100 the low in gold, maybe. But looking at this,
oil, it's oil.
Yeah, I think oil is. We're in this pattern where if oil goes up, gold goes down, and vice versa, right?
These big investors, they hold a certain percent in commodities, and they're readjusting. And because the biggest market movers, there's not that many of them, that have 90 or 95% of the market, when they make a move into a different commodity and readjust, gold and silver will go down. But long term, Joe, we've seen this. With these oil spikes, there will be some sort of a stop. Yeah. It's not just going to keep going up because we burn this, we use this. We don't burn off gold, right? We do use silver, but it's nothing like oil. So at some point, the oil will stop. Even if it goes to $300 a barrel, it will stop at some point. Gold and silver will be down, and then watch. It'll all shift back into gold and silver. When it comes back, watch out. You may miss these lower prices if you decide not to buy, Joe.
Yeah, I think it's a great time to buy no matter what. But, I just think $46.95 on a $20 gold piece is just an outright steal, no matter what happens down the road. But again, $46.95 on 20s, $15.95 on Silver Eagles at 800-951-0592, because everyone's kind of, everyone's in that same boat. As soon as this thing's done, whenever it is, because it will end, right? It will end.
That's what they said about Ukraine, though, too. They just said that Ukraine would end. Now we're past 4 years.
Yeah, but you can't keep the Strait of Hormuz closed for 4 years. That won't work, right? So how about this? The focus will dissipate when the Strait of Hormuz is open and oil can flow through it. Right? Now, the problem is what we're planning on doing, allegedly, may mean that, yes, we may get the Strait of Hormuz open, but so much damage has been done that there is no oil to go through it, right? That's the part that would be really, really bad. I will say this, inflation expectations have just skyrocketed now. Who was? I think it was Goolsbee, one of the Fed governors, was out saying, hey, we may have to raise rates. Depends on what happens with inflation. But now people are talking about inflation over 5%. So they're looking at inflation data for March, and by April, they're saying that inflation expectations will be over 5%. And I think we'll probably be lucky if it's only 5%, unless we get a deal. Right? If we can get a deal, we'll have one little blip and it'll go away. No deal, then, I don't know what will end up happening.
Why doesn't Trump just get his new friends, the Venezuelans, to go to the Strait of Hormuz, disguise some ships as Chinese ships, and just get them through? Isn't that what Venezuela was accused of doing? They should be the experts at it. They're probably the leading experts.
Well, the Venezuelans, the Russians, right?
Well, but remember sanctions, and then there was the blockade. Remember, and they had to try to fly different flags, like off the sides of the ships to get them through. Right? They should be really good. They should be experts. Send them to, contract them, get over there to the Strait of Hormuz, and say, look, Iran, this is a Chinese ship. Let it through. I'm sure Guido can head that project.
Whatever happened to old Guido? Remember, Guido, for those of you that don't remember, Trump's first term.
Yes.
Right? It was his first term that we decided that Guido was the true rightful president of Venezuela, right?
Like the guy they're talking to in Iran right now.
So Jason is saying that we're talking to whoever it is that we're talking to.
Guido Ali. How about Guido Ali?
Right. Is the person that I'm assuming that the Americans would be like, okay, this guy's an acceptable guy. Yeah. Right, we accept this guy, kind of like the chick in Venezuela. I forget her name now, but you know the one
Rodriguez,
Rodriguez,
yeah.
Right? We've got another Rodriguez, but we'll call him Ali instead.
Most importantly, Ali is on the Epstein list, so that makes him more controllable.
There you go. I know, right?
Ali Island, Guido Ali Island is out there.
I wish it's not funny. It really is.
Well, I mean, that's where they're headed for. If Iran joins the world system, we're going to have a whole new Epstein Ali situation over there. By the way, what happened to Epstein? I thought did we stop talking about that?
800-951-0592. $20 gold pieces. 60. I'll get it right. 46.95, and then we've got rolls of U.S. Silver Eagles at $1,595 as we await 5 more days. Here's what we do know: they're talking to somebody. And Jason and I surmise that it's going to be whoever it is that we're talking to is somebody that the United States has decided, hey, this guy, he could be in charge of Iran. We've tried this before in Venezuela, right? It didn't work so well. The one thing that Trump did say is they are not talking to the supreme leader. Right? So remember they killed the Khomeini in that attack. His son now, who survived the attack, is the supreme leader. They acknowledge that they are not talking to him. So we'll see. But Jason, I think this is just going to be something that we'll have to just sit here and wait.
Well,
right?
The markets don't know what to do. Markets go up. They go down. The Dow, for instance, was up 1,150 points a little bit ago. Now it's only up 750. Joe told you what gold and silver did. The overnights were down. Then it got back up, and now it looks like it's kind of coming back down. There's definitely a lot of confused fellows out there. I know. One thing's for sure, Joe, there are a lot of people that do know what's going on, right? There's some people making some money on this thing, big time.
There's been a lot of money made, for sure, in all of this. The question is going to be who, I guess, oil in starting to come back a little bit. The Dow kind of, was up 1,100 points. Now it's up 700 points. But it's going to be volatile. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the next few days. Hopefully the rhetoric remains positive. But I don't know. I don't know. I think it's odd that they're saying they're talking to somebody, but it's not the supreme leader. I mean, I don't know. I guess.
Joe, it smells like they have a faction of resistance that they're going to support. They got the Kurds down there. It's probably a Kurdish guy. This is them vocally showing their support for the. Remember Libya? Everyone remember Libya? When suddenly there was this big resistance to Muammar Gaddafi, who was a hero because he literally made that almost the highest standard of living in the world. And suddenly there was a bunch of people that wanted to wreck that, right? And we promised them leadership, armed them, and send them in, right, Joe? So maybe that's what they're going to attempt to do in Iran.
Yeah. So there you have it, 800-951-0592.